Late last year, November 2013, I had my big fight with Michael Tomahawk Thompson to finish the year off. Trained really hard, as I always do for every fight. I really wanted to finish the year 2013 with a big win, big scalp Tomahawk. He was the one to go for. Against someone of Tomahawk's calibre, you've just got to be on your A game from the first bell to the last bell.
Fighting out of the blue corner, representing Melbourne, Erik Miskle.
The first round I was definitely a bit nervous getting in the ring Tomahawk, but I started to find my footing, and I felt like I was performing really well. He's a very tough customer, and as the fight was happening, I was gaining more and more confidence. When you work so hard for something and then for it to end in the manner it did, it was very disappointing.
Oh, Thompson with a right hand, as sweet as it gets. And that will be it. Miskle is a mess.
I was on wobbly legs after the hit. I tried to get up straight away rather than take a knee, which was probably not the smartest move. But yeah, I got up. I felt like I was ready to go at the end of the 8 count. So when it was waved off, I was incredibly frustrated. I really, really wanted that win. It took me a little bit to switch off after the fight. I think purely out of frustration. I continued training, even though I didn't have anything coming up for the rest of the year. Training was very intense leading into the 4-man. The standard of competition there was extremely high. 3 of the best in the division from around Australia. The fight with Alexi was a big one for me. A bit of hometown rivalry. Two guys from fighting in the same weight division. I really wanted to beat him. He's one of my mates. We used to work together a number of years ago, and he's a really nice guy, but it's the nature of competition. I really wanted to beat him.
Declaring the winner via majority points and moving through to the final of the Evolution Eliminator, blue corner, Erik Miskle!
Moving on to the final where I fought Joe, I was very confident going in against him because I'd beaten him recently. I'd beaten him for the WBC Australian title. I know I've got reach on him. To be able to come out on top, it was just an incredible, feeling. It's huge elation.
Red corner, Erik Miskle!
And to be presented with the opportunity to fight on, an Evo promotion, which is one thing that I've always wanted to do since I very first started, doing Muay Thai. So there was, words just can't describe how I was feeling at the time.
I have been fighting pro Muay Thai about 20 years. I was in love with martial arts. I wanted to get more confidence, and that's what made me involved with Muay Thai. I have been to Australia about 2 years, and before coming here I was in Thailand for 9 years, being training and fighting there for full time. I had over 120 pro fights, and I had a total of 11 Muay Thai titles, international, national title, South Thailand, 4-man tournament, 8-man tournament, so many countries in Asia, in Japan, China, Hong Kong. Erik is actually my good friends. For some time we had sparred together, we then clinched together, so we pretty much know each other, we know each other's style. Actually, kinda gonna make it harder because we know each other, so I'm trying to change a bit on my style and my techniques. The way I used to be, I have to change a bit because we pretty much spar many times together and we know each other very well. So I need to change something that he's not expecting from me. Erik is actually, he's big in his weight, the weight that he fights 63.5, he looks so big and tall for that weight. But I know, he got a good right high kick, which I be working on it and planning for that, how to defend and how to counter. If I can beat Erik, I'm gonna be the one who's gonna stand on the top in my weight. It's gonna be a good fight, not only because of the 500 KO voucher, but for sure Erik wants to still keep his place to be the top, be the best, and I'm also gonna try to take his place. So it's just gonna be a war. And I'm looking just forward to finish the fight, not to let it take 5 rounds. I will do my best for that.
It is main event time at Warriors Way 11 as Abbas Ahmadi takes on Erik Miskle.
Fighting out of the blue corner, the golden boy, Abbas Ahmadi.
Golden boy, Abbas Ahmadi, shows up for another main event. 63.5 kilos he weighed in yesterday. Always exciting to see Abbas Ahmadi, particularly in the big one.
Abbas Ahmadi, formerly from Iran, and they did a big stint in Thailand, Malaysia, but now based out of Westside Martial Arts. Westside Martial Arts out in Caroline Springs.
And his opponents, fighting out of the red corner, Erik Miskle.
Erik Miskle, winner of the Evolution Qualifier 4-man tournament. Back in Warriors Way, hurdles the top ropes. He weighed in 63.05 last night.
Well, Erik Miskle, a real crowd favourite. I have to say, one of the best Victorians in the weight division, and indeed in the country. This bout brought to you by Harley Heaven. We're in the market to cruise around a little bit over summertime. Check out Harley Heaven. Tell them you've seen him on Warriors Way and you want a good deal. So Harley Heaven, a big thank you to our major sponsor of the evening.
Red gloves on Erik Miskle, blue gloves on Abbas Ahmadi. Set for 5 3-minute rounds. Full Thai rules. Michael Chavallo, Mark the Hammer Castanini with you. Inside thigh kick from Miskle. Checks the low kick to Ahmadi.
Of course, first round be a feeling out process. These guys, they've trained together. They've known each other for many years, Michael. There's a bit of history there. They're actually mates. So to get this fight on was something a little bit difficult to do almost. It's been touted for a long time. A lot of people have tried to make it happen, but I think Erik winning the Evolution 4-man has really set the bar as him being the best in the division at that around that weight range. So the challenges have come thick and fast since he won the Evo qualifier, and you would have seen that on Fox Sports in 2014. It was a huge fight, huge 4-man event. So Abbas wanting to only fight the best of the best. He's been around for a long time, Abbas Ahmadi. He's fought them all. He's the multiple title winner. Asian titles. He's had some massive victories in his fighting career. So he measures himself against the best, and tonight wanted to fight the best. And said, look, I've got to fight Erik. It's got to be Erik. It's all business in centre ring. And I want to have a crack and see if I can still knock off the young charge and get some invites overseas and get put on the main cards as the main event going forward.
High right roundhouse after the jabs there from Miskle. Another right roundhouse caught on the forearms. Checks the low kick to Ahmadi. Ahmadi, right hand lead. Miskle, jab, thought about the roundhouse.
Also a $500 KO bonus in play for this one.
Inside leg from Miskle. Inside leg kick from Ahmadi was a ripper. Miskle steps forward, nice low sweep from him.
Beautiful work from Miskle. Ahmadi landed some good power shots prior though. So you, if you're sitting at home looking at this one, maybe you've had a wager on Ladbroke and you're wondering, hey, how's your money going to go? Well, theoretically, like myself, a theoretical bet. Never use real money. No, Ladbroke's get around it.
Uppercut elbow from Miskle.
Miskle trying to break range, get on the inside, test himself in the clinch. Real feeling out process in the first round. Maybe via the sweep, Miskle might be looking good, but Abbas landing some good power shots down low, even first round. Step inside thigh. There's the takedown from Miskle. They're the two highlight shots of the round for mine.
Seconds out.
We are ready to roll second round of 5 of our main event here at Warriors Way 11 from Doncaster, Melbourne. Abbas Ahmadi and Erik Miskle.
Round 2.
Miskle opens up jabbing. Front kick Ahmadi. Counter kick, nicely done. Caught Ahmadi on the sciatic. Both men trading leg kicks and both connecting. Low check Ahmadi, so Miskle goes high. Right hand lead to a left round kick from Miskle, teep to the lead leg. Miskle looked like he wanted to come forward and lock on the grapple. Ahmadi drops a nice popping liver shot. Inside leg again, high on the thigh to that femoral profunda from Miskle. Outside leg kick Miskle. His corner is saying, don't forget your elbows. Oh, Miskle glancing right hand to the jaw of Ahmadi, backs him up. The Iranian setting a right hand of his own perhaps, goes for a high left round. Miskle, jab 2.
I think Erik knows he can't sit back and take the big power shots that Abbas has to offer. So he's pushing the pace, he's landing the shots. Oh, spinning elbow, spinning back fist from Miskle. Caught Abbas sweetly there.
Miskle turning up the pressure here in the second, throws the knees off the left leg from the grapple. Turns Abbas Ahmadi against the ropes and Ignatius Missolidis breaks them up.
You've got to remember, if you're scoring this one at home, folks, those knee strikes should score more than punches.
High left round, oh spinning heel kick.
Erik Miskle starting to pull out the tricks now in the second round.
Nice evasion, look for a low downstairs counter to Ahmadi. Fake right hand from Miskle. Will he throw the jab 2 kangaroo again here? He's setting it up the right hand, or is it the right roundhouse? He backs off now. It's the right hand down the tube. Catches the kicking leg. High right roundhouse off that catch. And jab again. What a round here for Miskle Hammer.
Yeah, Miskle's starting to find the opening, starting to find his groove. He's getting his range in and just beating Abbas to the punch, Michael, I feel.
Outside leg did the hamstring and they're glancing right to the orbital bone. Jab high right round from Miskle. Sweeps downstairs to the outside knee.
I think sometimes as a fighter, when you rely a lot on power and you forget about the scoring, sometimes it's not a great strategy. It's good to power up. And a lot of Thai stylists do that. You know, they'll just walk forward and throw that round kick. But you've got to maintain your scoring ratio. You can't just think, I'm just going to power kick and break his arm down and break his ribs down. You've got to keep your work rate going the whole time. I think that's really what's defining Miskle's, point scoring in this fight. He's just constantly ticking away and putting the score on the judges' cards. Big thank you to Harley Heaven. Of course, once again, Hammer's Gym.
Don't forget, check them out online, folks. hammersgym.com.au. All new premises in Blackburn at 244 Whitehorse Road. If you want to train kickboxing and Muay Thai, you just want to get fit or you want to fight, check them out. hammersgym.com.au.
William Liu, one of the best fight photographers in Australasia.
We are ready to roll third round of action. It's all for Abbas Ahmadi to do because Miskle had a great second round. As the Hammer said, he didn't rely too much on power, but his output, his volume was superb.
That's what we've come to expect from Erik Miskle. Just good all-round tactics, fast movement, hard opponent to isolate and unload on Miskle. He's as good offensively as he is defensively. A great all-round fighter, Erik Miskle, and 2015 looking to be a big year for him already.
Nice evasion and counter from Ahmadi.
Of course, it's good to see, Michael, Erik Miskle really started his career on Warriors Way. I remember having him on the shows sort of back in the day as a relative novice. And Carl Draper, who was my partner at the time, really rated Miskle as well, and you know, give him a chance, give him opportunity, and he's just grown and grown as a fighter, matured well, and had some big wins, taken on some big challenges as well. And as I said, he's certainly one of the up-and-comers on the Australian fight scene.
Miskle just setting the tone here. Ahmadi needs to try and break Miskle's rhythm. Miskle in for a sweep and a high right roundhouse. The angles that he cuts here, Miskle, the speed he has, the little quarter turns, the pirouettes, the little step-offs. It's all part of the intricacies of Muay Thai, and Miskle does them all well, Hammer.
He certainly does, and he's very tall for this weight division too. You'll see him measured up against other 63.5 kilo fighters. You know, around the welterweight sort of division, they're a bit shorter than Miskle. Abbas is right up there, but it's getting difficult for the boys to make the weight when they're this tall, so they've got to put in the work prior. Abbas Ahmadi is, you know, as I said, the cagey veteran. He can pull out a surprise power shot at any given time, but is he going to be fast enough, and is Erik going to be standing there for him to land it? That's the question.
Inside thigh from Miskle. Inside thigh again. Outside thigh, doubles up, and Ahmadi goes for one of his own.
All scoring from Miskle now. Just as you said, Michael, his output and work rate is pretty good. He's keeping the score rate just ticking over in his favour at this point. Oh, spinning back kick, beautifully done, Miskle. Transitions well. You see off that spinning round kick how correct he tidied himself up. A lot of fighters will throw, you know, the spinning technique, and then they land untidily. They land, you know, with their guard down, but Erik just transitioning well. Putting on the show now, Erik Miskle.
Slapping roundhouse kick off the right from Miskle. Ignatius Missoulides breaks, and this is quite the show, as Hammer said, from Miskle. Sweeping leg kick, Ahmadi saw that one coming. Did a bit of bother here, Ahmadi, because after three rounds, we've got him down 30-27.
A big congratulations to all our ring card girls here tonight. Our winner, Marie, congratulations, $1,000 richer.
Once again, Miskle firing low, firing fast. Double low round kick. Good evasion work. Measures up. The spinning back kick, Miskle. Landed straight into guard, ready to go again. Up to the head kick. Almost into the spinning back fist. Great technique, great showmanship, Erik Miskle.
Round 4 of 5 of our main events at Warriors Way 11.
Round number 4.
Erik Miskle and Abbas Ahmadi. 30-27 of Miskle on my scorecard, Hammer's scorecard. Wherever you're watching, folks, hope you're enjoying it. What's your score? Switch up round kick from Ahmadi.
Maybe the first round, Michael, I'd say could have been a draw. I didn't really have a clear winner in that first one, but nevertheless, Miskle's got to be slightly ahead on the scorecards at this point, just through work rate.
Nice little angle again that he cuts there, Miskle. Looks for that inside thigh of Ahmadi. Ahmadi should have stepped through with that right hand.
Of course, you want to smash away that inside thigh when your opponent has the most weight on it to throw their balance and indeed break their throw. A fighter is right on that front leg when they're boxing in particular, so the counter strategy to landing that inside thigh kick should be when they're coming forward like that, as Abbas just did. He picked that. Miskle was about to fire the right hand and kicked out the inside thigh, broke his balance, broke his distance. Once again, switching inside thigh to body, double round kick. Miskle, Abbas gives it back in turn.
Combination work again from Miskle. Ahmadi's going to start beating him to the punch here. Thrusts out the jab. There's no right hand to follow through. Goes looking for the liver, doesn't get it. Miskle takes an outside thigh kick. High left round from Ahmadi, who's been switching between orthodox and southpaw this round. You can see the reddening on the inside lead thigh of Abbas Ahmadi. Miskle, high right roundhouse, trying to put the shin around the back of the neck.
Inside thigh again, Miskle just transitioning well, working well, constant work rate, constant movement, not being a sitting target, beating Abbas to the punch as well.
Ahmadi, no combination here from him, just throwing the single punches. It won't do against Erik Miskle. Miskle catch and counter, look for a catch and sweep, and eventually gives up that leg of Ahmadi.
I think Abbas is just frustrated that, Miskle's constantly moving and constantly throwing, Michael. It's not just sitting there being your sitting target. He's moving, he's throwing, he's just making it so hard for Abbas to identify that target and nail it. Whenever he does, he fires straight back Miskle.
Head kick there, Miskle goes to the inside thigh. Ahmadi waiting forward, but he's just not throwing enough here. And Miskle picking his shots, landing his shots, scoring.
He's got a beautiful rear hand parry as well, Miskle. You'll see when Ahmadi jabs, Miskle just parries it out with that rear hand. Well, good head movement, good head evasion, good hand defense as well from Miskle. What a busy work rate from Miskle. Technically excellent effort from him. Abbas just not having the opportunity to open up on Miskle, because Miskle's well aware of Abbas's movement, and as such is just keeping himself mobile and fast counter-fighting.
Fifth and final round of our main event here. A sellout crowd for Warriors Way 11 from the Doncaster Shopping Town Hotel in Melbourne.
Warriors Way 12, April 2015. All the information, check out the website, warriorsway.com.au. Also on Facebook, check out Warriors Way, and myself, Mark the Hammer Castellini, and Michael Chavello, although yours is mostly American-based now.
Inside thigh kick from Miskle, high right round. Erik Miskle's put on a show here. Ahmadi, nice combination work, that's more like it.
Abbas really needs a knockout, a knockdown to make it interesting in this one, the fifth and final round.
Fake here from Miskle. Ahmadi looking for that lead leg. You know, we're under full Thai rules here, but it's been mostly a glorified kickboxing contest. Hasn't been a lot of grappling, been a lot of action though. Particularly from Erik Miskle. Look at that, hooks to jab. Ahmadi just seems a little confused here. Miskle's angles, Miskle's output a bit too much, and Ahmadi throws the overhand right, but doesn't follow through.
He has to bridge that gap, Ahmadi. He's got to get on the inside. He's got good power, solid technique, Ahmadi. He wants to just pressure on Erik Miskle. Get on the inside, try and get that $500 KO bonus from the Challenge Centre.
Ahmadi goes a shot to the breadbasket. Miskle back to centre ring now. Ahmadi's starting to turn on some pressure. Hope you haven't left his run too late. Overhand right from Abbas Ahmadi.
Miskle, he's pumped and he's just calling him on.
Is that a groin shot there,
a bit
accidental?
low. Yeah, accidental low shot from Miskle. We'll give Ahmadi a moment to just regroup.
1 minute and 15 seconds in this final round.
About 1 minute 45 remaining in the fight. Ignatius Missolidis just telling Miskle keep the kicks up.
The final 80 seconds. Let's make some noise, Doncaster.
And here comes Miskle with the hand combinations. Ahmadi misses a high left round. Miskle goes upstairs, downstairs. This crowd going crazy for this main event.
There's been huge support for this card, for this fight. In particular, I throw out a big thank you to Steve Musker and the crew for getting behind me on this one as well. Simon from the Barclay, always a big supporter. Peter McCoskey, some great Melbourne identities that always back up the Warriors way and support me. And in the final moments of this one, Miskle is pumped, he's charged. and he's delivering, Michael.
Jump turning back kick from Miskle, looking for the liver. Ahmadi goes for a high right round, gets upended. Final seconds of what has been an absolute corker of the main event. Ahmadi southpaw stars, they clash leg kicks.
Beautiful push kick from Miskle, just keeping Abbas Ahmadi at bay, and that's really been the tale of this fight. Miskle controlling the distance and just being too fast to the kick, too fast to the punch. Abbas looking to land the power, Miskle not being there to receive it.
Miskle looking to cut some more angles, right on the bell. 5 rounds of action and a standing ovation here at the Doncaster Shopping Town Hotel. They saw 2 warriors, they saw a war in the main event, and we're going to tilt it the way of Erik Miskle on our scorecards, but let's see how the judges fancy it.
Miskle, fast and furious from the get-go. Abbas, all power, all day, Abbas Ahmadi. He's got some great skills, some great technique, a technician with a lot of power, but Miskle wasn't there to receive it.
And after 5 rounds, we've gone to the judges' scorecards. Our 3 judges score the contest 50-45, 50-46, and 50-47. Declaring a winner via unanimous points. Red corner, Erik!
No doubt about it. Erik Miskle takes the unanimous decision over Abbas Ahmadi.
And of course, Miskle, the new Victorian Pro WMC champion.
If I know one thing, Mr. Miskle, when you're in centre ring, number 1, you promise the war. You never ever take an easy fight. You fight anybody and everybody in centre ring. Tonight, no exception. You came into centre ring fighting Abbas Ahmadi, who's a veteran of the sport. Mate, 5 tough rounds, but once again, you come away with the win. Congratulations, mate. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. Obviously, very happy with the win. But first and foremost, I'd just like to thank Abbas in his corner. He's one of the most humble and friendliest people you could ever meet. You know, regardless of everything he's achieved, he's still so grounded. And yeah, still the champion, you know. I'd like to thank Hammer and everyone for putting the show on. And I'm going to wear this belt for a long time.
Well, there you have it, folks. The new WMC champion, Erik Miskle, our main event of Warriors Way 11. Warriors Way will be back April 2015. Check him out online. From myself, Michael Chavallo, my verbal sparring partner, Mark Castanini, thanks for joining us from Doncaster Shopping Town Hotel. It's good night.